You brush, you floss, you swish, you buy all the right products. And yet, every time you go to visit the dentist, it ends with bad news. Another cavity, more bleeding, gums that just won't heal. Sound familiar? Well, I'm Sally DiCesare, a holistic dental hygienist. I've been one for over 50 years, and I've been living in the dental world, and I'm here to make things easy. We're going to start small and work our way up. All righty? So if you've ever left the dental office feeling defeated or thinking, what more can I do? I mean, you're so frustrated, right? I want you to know you're not alone and you're not doing it wrong. You just haven't been given the full picture. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what's really going on, the 3 basic things that you can do that sometimes get overlooked in your regular dental visit. So you're not lazy, you're not failing, you've just been given an incomplete map. So why is your mouth still a mess? Well, perhaps you're using worn out tools. Whether you're using a manual brush or a power brush, the bristles, even if they're not all over the place, all gnarly looking, they get worn out. The ends get frayed. It is imperative for you to change your brush every 3 months, no longer. You can do it sooner than that. And my suggestion is if you have a power brush, love power brushes because they do so much more, and we'll get into that later in another video. However, a power brush can get around the nooks and crannies, and you can put it on auto ship on Amazon. Or make sure you put a reminder in your phone if you buy a whole pack at like Costco or something, then you have that reminder that says 3 months, because it flies just like that, right? Or maybe you cannot see what you're trying to get off. Have you ever, you would never clean your house or or your yard in the middle of the night with no lights on, right? And that's kind of what plaque's like. You're going in with a blindfold because it's the same color as your tooth. And unless it's really, really thick, kind of like this, you can feel it, but you cannot see it. So how can you see it? And it's as simple as disclosing solution. Here's a great, Taipei has a wonderful a wonderful disclosing solution that dyes old plaque purple and new plaque red. So you can see how effective you are. And you can also find it at your favorite drugstore, but it's usually just the red. Ask the pharmacist. One thing too that you can use, if you have a magnifying mirror with a light, it was amazing. I remember a patient we were working on getting more effective with her home care, and I would see this plaque, and she wasn't up for disclosing, that wasn't on her list, and so of what she wanted to do. But she came in one day and I said, "Oh my gosh, what have you done differently?" And she said, "Well, I went on vacation and there was one of those magnified mirrors with the lights. And I looked at my teeth and it was like, oh, now I see what Sally's talking about." And once she just got the idea of where she was missing, she was all over it. So it can be as simple as a magnified mirror with lights, but I highly recommend this disclosing solution. And for kids in particular, Use this, and it will help you help them without all the lecturing and nagging and everything. There's even a toothpaste, which isn't as um, noticeable as this kind of dye. It's a green, and you just brush until your teeth are clean looking. So it'll dye the plaque green, and you just brush until there's no more green. And it's called just search disclosing solution toothpaste. Or you could look up there's one called Plaque HD. I know there are other ones that are out there. And this is the one tip that can change your life right now. And so what can you do differently? You can stop using a mouth rinse. I know that's what we've always been told. But a mouth rinse is often, if you read the label, antiseptic, antimicrobial, antifungal, or antibacterial. Well, would you be on antibiotics for your body all the time? No, you wouldn't, because then you get SIBO and you'd really be in trouble because it would wipe out all of your gut microbiome, right? We are talking about your oral microbiome, and you don't want to wipe that out either. So we'll get into a little more of that, but consider that, research a little bit and see what you can find about a mouth rinse. If you really need a mouth rinse, let me put it this way. If you really need a mouth rinse, swish around with water. Essential oils are antimicrobial too, so you have to be careful with those. But you can get xylitol, Xylitol, and you can mix up a teaspoon, excuse me, 2 teaspoons in 6 ounces of water, and use that as a swish throughout your day. And you'll find that that will start to make your mouth feel cleaner. All right. So good job. There are so many things that you can do naturally, holistically, and gently to support your mouth and your body and your spirit. And I am here to walk you through it. So if that feels good to you, if that sounds reasonable to you, like and share this video, like and share this channel, because I'm here to give you hope and easy steps to get you the life and the health that you deserve. Bye for now. See you next time.